Hello, students. Today class we are going to see effects of wind. The wind reduced the temperature. It brought cooling limits and also photosynthesis, responsible for photosynthesis and respiration. Sulfur compounds are responsible for acid rain, acidification of rainwater and destroy the ocean. Important factor for the formation of rain. Strong wind causes soil erosion and reduce soil fertility, increase the rate of transpiration, helps in pollination, helps in dispersal of many fruits, seeds, spores, strong wind, etc. Then next factor is fire. Fire is an exothermic factors. So there are three types of fire: ground fire, surface fire, ground fire. Ground fire, flameless and subterranean, that is in the flat area of the forest. So it's the beginning area of the forest. Surface fire, it consumes large amount of herb and shrub. Ground fire, it burns the deep forest and big trees and canopy. So it direct lethal effect on plants. So the burning scars are the suitable places for the entry of parasitic fungi and insects after the fire. So it brings the alteration of light, rainfall, nutrient cycle, fertility of soil, pH, soil flora and fauna. So some fungi which can grow in soil of burnt area, that is called pyrophyllus. Example, Pyronema. Uh, there are two species. One type is fan and one is fungus. If it is present in the area of forest without any plants, it indicates the burnt up and fire disturbed area. So these two species are called as indicators of fire. If the two species found in the forest, so we can came to know the fire disturbed that areas. So it's a gap made in the vegetation and act as a barrier of fire. So sometimes lack of vegetation, river, lake. So these types can act as a natural fire break. And then structural defense by plants against fire. Some structural defense are there in plants. Outer bark of tree extend to the last formed peridome, that is called rhytidome. It protects the stem against fire, water loss during fire, insects and prevent infections by microorganisms after the fire. So next, edaphic factors. The first one is a soil. Soil is a superficial layer based on the water, aeration and mineral contents of the soil. The distribution of vegetation is divided into following types. So halophytes, plants living in saline soil. Samophytes, plants living in sandy soil. Lithophytes, plants living in rocky surface. Chasmophytes, living in rocky crevices. Crevices na rocky rock ரெண்டு ராக்குக்கு இடையில கேப் இருக்கும்ல அதான் crevices. Cryptophytes, below the soil surface. Cryophytes, living in ice surface. Auxilophytes, living in acidic soil. Calcifinites, living in calcium rich alkaline soil. So you can see here that the soil profile diagram is the basic zones of soil. So the upper layer is 0, humus or organic. A, zone A, topsoil. And then E, eluviated horizon. B, subsoil. C, parent material or bedrock. So you can see that one it clearly in the picture. So now we are going to see about the detail of soil profile. 0 horizon. So fresh partially decomposed organic matter is there. So 0, 1. So that is freshly fallen leaves, twigs, flowers and fruits are there. And then 0, 2, that's the second layer of 0 horizon. Dead plants, animals and their excreta decomposed by microorganism. Usually it was absent in agriculture and desert. Then A horizon, it is topsoil with humus, living creature and inorganic minerals such as silica, calcium, like that. So that is inorganic minerals. B horizon, so poor in humus, rich in minerals. So like iron, aluminum, silica, these are the organic compounds are present. C horizon, it is consists of parent materials of soil. So this is the parent material, from that the soil was made. So it composed of organic matters without life forms. So that zone is C horizon. R horizon, that is a real parent material or bedrock. So it's a parent bedrock which underground water is found here. So இப்போ வந்து ஒரு drill போட்டோம்னா தண்ணிக்கு இல்லையா போர் போட்டோன்னா கூட உனக்கு அந்த ராக்கை பேஸ் பண்ணோன்னு தான் அங்கே தண்ணி வரும். ஸோ தட் லேயர் இஸ் கால்ட் ஆர் ஹாரிசான். ஸோ ஃப்ரம் திஸ் டூ டாப் லேயர் ஆஃப் த எர்த் ஹேஸ் பீன் டிவைடட் இன்டு 0, A, B, C, R. Then latitude and altitude. So you can know the globe. So globe of the earth already you might have studied in the SST. So the temperature, so according to the latitude, the equator is the center part of the earth, and south pole is there and north pole is there. So temperature is maximum at the equator, when it was decreases gradually towards poles at both the end. So this is the effect of latitudes. So according to that, the different type of vegetation is occur from equator to poles according to the temperature. Then altitude, that is the height above the sea level forms, that is altitude. North and south face of mountain. There are different kinds of different types of flora and fauna because the variation in their humidity, rainfall, light intensity, light duration and temperature region. So here you can see the clear view of latitudinal, altitudinal vegetation diagram. Here latitudinal zonation, that is altitudinal zonation, that is height above the sea level. So this is the equator to pole. steepness of the mountain. So when you climb up the mountain, when we go nearer to the top of the mountain, it was steep. So water causes water deficit, and quick erosion will be happen in the topsoil, so resulting in poor vegetation. That means the top of the mountain. So the plains and valleys are rich in vegetation, so that place is also found in the mountain. Mountain means not only the whole hills, sometimes valleys are there, some small mountains are there, some plains are there. So in the plains and valleys, the rich vegetation there. Steep place of the top mountain, that was causes of water deficit and quick erosion of topsoil. Due to the slow drain of surface water, better retention of water in the soil. So generally the mountain soil hold too much of water because of slow drain of surface water. So according to the water content, the soil was divided into three types. Hollard, total soil water content. Chesard, water available to plants. So water present, all the water present in the soil not available to the plants. Eckhard, so water is not available to plants. So we can divide it into three main categories: Hollard, Chesard, Eckhard. Then ecotone. So it's a transition zone between two ecosystem. So it is a center place, the present between the two ecosystem. So the border, for example, the border between forest and a grassland. So that is called ecotone. And then another one term you have to know, that is edge effect. The species found in the ecotone areas are due to the effect of environment of the two habitats. So both the region contain the same species, so it has to be adapted for both the condition. So such a kind of species are called edge effect. Example, owl in the ecotone area between forest and grassland.